Okay.
Hi, I'm Karen Gibbs, Creative Director for Banyan Batiks, and I'm doing a fabric pull for my Batik Challenge today. And what I was looking to do is take a pattern that I liked and maybe do some fabrics that I would see in it, not necessarily follow the color scale that they're looking for, or the grid that they're looking for. I'm going to choose the colors that I want to put in there and maybe challenge some of the different things that they've got in the pattern, to kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking. And sometimes it's what was she thinking, right? Okay, I'm going to focus, what I want to do is focus on a collection that we call Kaleidoscope. And Kaleidoscope is a Color Me Banyan. A Color Me Banyan is all the same technique, okay, in different colors, shown in different colors, but maybe you get a whole, like a yard of every single one of those. How would you use that then in a project? Is it different enough to use in a project? And I think it definitely is. You can, of course, mix it with other different kinds of designs and prints, but I like, my challenge for this challenge is to see if I can make it sparkle like a great batik project should, using the one kind of print that's in Kaleidoscope or design. And Kaleidoscope was designed based on seeing all of those ice dyeing that we've been doing a lot of during this pandemic. You know, taking the dry dye and the ice cubes and putting it on fabric and seeing what happens. It's kind of got a tie-dye effect, but a little bit more sharper edges to it. And we've been able to accomplish that at the factories in Indonesia on a continual basis, and being able to match it up. I know when you do tie-dye or when you do ice dyeing, you don't necessarily aren't able to do 15 yards of it like that would go on a bolt. Okay, so the projects I was looking at, I love these two. And I'm not sure which one to do, the Lacy Leaf Runner and the Lacy Bloom Runner by Fat Quarter Gypsy. And the reason I chose them is it's something different for me. I love myself a little bit of applique, always love piecing, of course, but she's got some interesting techniques in here to work with, something just a little bit unexpected. And then this one is put on an antique sewing machine, so of course you gotta love that. All right, so that's what drew me in as far as the project. It's something different, and I wondered how the heck did she do that? I love to see all of the different challenges, all of the different things that pattern designers do, and I'm excited to try this, try something new. Okay, so I've got two of them, the Lacy Bloom Runner and the Lacy Leaf. The Lacy Leaf is a little bit, I was thinking more fall, and the bloom is kind of like here and now, right? It's springtime, summertime, bright, bold colors. Now, when I'm looking at the project, which one do I do? Depends when I'm going to finish it. If I think I can finish it right away and I can display it or something like that, then maybe I should go with the Lacy Bloom. But the Lacy Leaf, if I don't think I'm going to do it until, or finish it until fall, then maybe I should do more of the earth tones. There's also a poinsettia one, so if I think maybe I'm not going to get it done until holiday time, maybe I should do that. But anyway, the Batik Challenge is Memorial Day through July 4th. You don't have to finish the project. It's just a whole bunch of little challenges in there to see, to kind of expand your horizons, right? And see what other people do when they're picking fabrics, or when they're choosing a pattern or a theme or something like that. Okay, all right, so let's just start with the Lacy Bloom one and do a fabric pull. I've got my essential wall back here, and then I've got some of the Kaleidoscope here in front of me. And the Lacy Bloom, the way she has it on here, the background piece, or the lattice work here, is kind of a blue, right, with a polka dot, and the others look more solid in there, correct? I'm looking at that and saying, could I make this lacy part, or this lattice, more my transition piece, or have all of the colors in there? Can it then marry it? Okay, so when I started putting some of the essentials, or pulling some of the essentials, I looked at it and said, okay, wait a minute, this one probably wouldn't work necessarily, right? Because it's more big balls of color and the pieces are smaller. Okay, so I need something that's got color transition within a smaller area. So that's what I was looking at. Then I looked at this. This is a BFF. It's an essential for banyan that's coming to stores in August. And I thought, that would give a different texture then too. And then make the kaleidoscope, if I put those in the blooms, feature more. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking I may use this. Here's another one that I thought would be kind of fun. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll say, okay, let's put both of these down and see what we think. Or what if I do a neutral? What if I say, maybe a white? In my house, nothing stays white for long though. So maybe I should do something with a little bit more color. Okay. This one right here, does this work? I like that. Okay. I like this a lot. High contrast here. I think brights, I can do that. These two, I even like these together. This has a warm violet in it. Okay, so I like those together. Do I like the bright over here? Maybe a little bit of a pop, like maybe in the center of the flowers, right? So I'll put this underneath when I do a fabric pull, so it just sneaks out a little bit, and then we can see if we like that little bit of pop, because there's a little pop in there too. Okay, can I get into the blues? Yep, I think I can. Greens, definitely, right? So I think I can do this. Maybe I'll be a little more reserved on this one as far as how much I use. But I also have this, and I think that would work as well. So my Lacy Bloom table runner is going to look a little bit different than hers, right? If I use that as my focus. Now, what if I use instead, I say my focus, and that's actually the background there, right? If that's the lattice, what if I use this? What could I use? I could make it really pretty and soft, right? I don't have to do bright. I can do softer, kind of like these tones here. Maybe like the coral goes in there. This tone would be really pretty with it as well. I could brighten it up with a little bit of that here. Okay, oh, that green. We got a lot of leaves in there, right? So I could have a nice green in there. And what if I pulled this in as well for just a punch of the rose that's in here? Okay, so there, I've got some fabrics that work in this one too, right? So two different versions of the Lacy Bloom table runner. Okay, what if I wanted something for the Lacy Leaf table runner? A little bit different, maybe kind of make it read a little more earth tones. We got some essentials, the BFFs here. Or what if I pull these? Okay, more the solid kind of thing here. Okay, so it's more of it lays a flatter, more of a background kind of look. Okay, and if you recall, it's this one here. All right, so let's start pulling some things. I don't think I do the ones with the white for that. I like that high contrast for the Lacy Bloom table runner, but not for this one. I want this one more, not softer, more earth tone kind of effect, right? So I could kind of go like this. Ooh, I love those together. Isn't that pretty? That's quite different. And then I can put the blue with it for just a shot of the blue. I think I would hide this a little bit when I pull, so it shows just a little bit of the blue in there. Okay, so I could use it in the smaller areas, in the smaller leaves or something like that. All right, and yes, it's artistic license. If you want a blue, you can have a blue leaf. It's perfectly fine. Okay, but we've got some here. What about on this side? Okay, so I've got a bunch of different options, and then I can kind of go with a little bit brighter green to pop it a little bit more. Okay, maybe is the orange the right orange, or do I go coral? Yeah, I think it's the right orange, right? All right, and do we want just a little bit of purple kind of over here? Would that work? Can I use a little bit of the purple over there? If I did this side, can I still go purple over here? That's kind of pretty too, right? Okay, so a little bit different. If I want to brighten it up, I use one that's got some of the darker tones and then the bright colors in there, or the lighter colors in there. If you want something to stand out more, then you're going to go with one of the ones with white in it, right? Okay, this one, I'm not sure if this one would fit. Possibly though, because it's got a little bit of the purple in there as well, and the brown. So I think maybe this one could work too. And remember, they're not all layered on top of each other, right? They are separate. So you can put a lot of different colors. Just make sure you have some that have that pop, that maybe don't, okay, this and this together, maybe I don't like them as much, but I've seen them in nature. I've seen one is the flower and one is the leaf. So take a look around and see what you come out with. But anyway, I want to see your fabric pulse. This was one of mine. And what I'll probably do is cut a couple leaves out of this, press it on the lattice, okay, just to give an idea of what it would look like and see if I like it before I go and cut everything out. I do a test. Same with blocks. I'm always going to do a test to see if I like one block, and then I'll cut all of it out. Okay, so let me see what you do. Thanks for joining me.